Hello, Miss Debbie at the library. It's time for story time. Are you ready for a story and some songs today? I want you to join in and sing with me. Let's start with our opening song. We clap and sing hello, we clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello, we stomp and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. We wave and sing hello, we wave and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. Tell everybody that's with you, hello, good morning, how are you? So good to see your smiling faces today. Okay, get your thumbs ready. We're going to do Where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Tallman? Where is Tallman? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Ringman? Where is Ringman? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is the family? Where is the family? Here we are, here we are. How are you today, sirs? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Good job. Did you sing Where is Thumpkin with me? Hope you enjoyed that. Let's count our fingers while we got them up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's the family right there, the 10. We're also going to start back with our letter of the day. And today we are going to be doing the letter. Can you tell me what that letter is? Holler it out to me. The letter A. Yes, A. A for, let's see what's in our book today. A for airplane. A for alligator. A for apples. And today we're going to be doing apples. Our story's going to be about apples. And some of our activity at the end is going to be about apples. We're going to do an apple experiment at the end, and then we're going to watch a video about an apple farm. So we're going to be doing apples today. And our book is Peppa Goes Apple Picking. Do you all love Peppa Pig? I think she's so cute. So we're going to go Peppa Goes Apple Picking. It is a lovely sunny morning. Mummy and Daddy Pig have a surprise for Peppa and George. Today is a perfect day for apple picking, says Daddy Pig. We'll use the apples to make a pie for Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig, says Mummy Pig. Hooray! Peppa and George cheer. They love apples, and they especially love pie. So there they are going off. Peppa and her family arrive at the orchard, but the apples are very high up in the trees. How will we reach them? Asked Peppa. Ho, ho, says Daddy Pig. I have a trick for picking those apples. And there they are. You see the apples way up high. On the count of 3, shake the tree, says Daddy Pig. Peppa and her family hold onto the tree trunk. 1, 2, 3. And they shout, shake, shake, shake. The apples come falling down. Soon Peppa and George's baskets are full. Hooray! Cheer Peppa and George. Daddy Pig, your trick worked. And I am a bit of an expert at apple picking, says Daddy Pig. Do we have enough apples for Granny and Grandpa's special pie? Asked Peppa. Almost, said Daddy Pig. We just need a few more from the trees at the very top of the hill. Those apples are the juiciest. Are you sure, Daddy Pig? Asked Mummy. I think we have plenty of apples now. But Daddy Pig is sure. He leads them up the hill. Oh no, look at that big hill they got to walk up. Peppa and her family shake the tree, but the apples don't fall off. Says Daddy Pig. Maybe if we shake it a bit harder. Shake, shake, shake. The apples still don't fall off. What do we do now? Asked Peppa. There's only one way to reach those apples, said Daddy Pig, and that's to climb. Do be careful, Daddy Pig, says Mummy Pig. Daddy Pig climbs to the very top of the tree. He climbs out onto the farthest branch to get the juiciest looking apple. Look at Daddy Pig. He's even upside down on that tree branch. Daddy Pig almost reaches the apple when, whoa! The branch bends and Daddy Pig falls. Splosh! Oh dear, Daddy Pig has fallen into a big muddy puddle and splashed everyone with mud. Are you okay, Daddy Pig? Asked Peppa. Yes, shouts Daddy Pig, and I reached the juiciest apple. Look at all the mud. Back at home, Mummy Pig takes all the apples to the kitchen. It's time to make the pie, she says. Oh, goody, says Peppa. Says George. First, Mummy Pig makes the pie crust. Then they make the apple pie filling. Peppa and George help with the stirring. They use sugar and eggs and cinnamon and the most important ingredient of all, the apples, shout Peppa and George. Soon the apple pie is fresh out of the oven. Says Daddy Pig. It smells yummy. We eat it. Can we eat it? Not yet, said Mummy Pig. We have to bring it to Granny and Grandpa's first. Peppa and her family drive to Granny and Grandpa Pig's house. Hello, my little one, said Granny Pig. What's all this? Surprise, cries Peppa. We made you an apple pie. It's delicious, said Granny. How did you make it so yummy? Daddy picked the apples from the very top of the tree, says Peppa, and got us all muddy. But it was worth it, snorts Daddy Pig. Hee hee hee. What a fun day of apple picking it has been. And there the whole family is enjoying their apple pie. There is Peppa and George and Mama Pig and Daddy Pig and Grandma Pig and Grandpa Pig. So they have their family there too, don't they, eating the apple pie. And Daddy said it was. Remember what Daddy said about that pie? It was yummy. Yummy, he said. Let's do the finger play way up high in the apple tree. So it's point up, way up high in the apple tree. Two little apples smiled down at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could, and they were good. And Miss Debbie forgot a line in there, so we're going to do it again. Okay? Way up high in the apple tree. I shook that, two little apples smiled down at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples, and were they good. It's one of those mornings, you all. Let's do it the third time. I'm going to get it right this time. Way up high in the apple tree, two little apples smiled down at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples. Were they good. And that's what Daddy told them, didn't he? He said at the count of three to shake, shake, shake. And that gets the apples off the tree for you. We're going to do a flannel board. And it's called, and I hope you can see it. Let's get it turned around here. There we go. And it's 5 little apples in a basket. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take them all. Oh, they're stuck on good, aren't they? It says the first little apple in the basket was bright and shiny red. The second little apple in the basket said, "My, what a cozy bed." The third apple in the basket said, "Make room for me, you pair." The fourth apple in the basket said, "Please, move over there." The fifth apple in the basket said, "Oh dear, oh me, oh my. This basket looks like pastry. I think we're in a pie." And they are, aren't they? They're in an apple pie. Somebody's going to come around and eat them. Yum, yum, as Daddy said. Yum, yum. We're going to do a couple of songs on the video, and then we're going to take a virtual trip, and I'll tell you about that when we get to it. But let me get the camera turned around, and we're going to do bingo, and then Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and then we're going to take a virtual trip somewhere. So let me get the camera moved. Stand up and join in with us. We have to do some moving on this one. And this is bingo.
There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, clap! There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, pat your legs. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, pat your tummy. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, pat your head. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, jump. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh,
Good job. Okay, now we're going to go to Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Let's get this one pulled up. And we do several versions of Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and this is another version that we do sometimes. But they're all the same, aren't they?
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a duck, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a horse, E-I-E-I-O. With a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, and a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a baa-baa here and a baa-baa there, and a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, and a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, and a baa-baa here and a baa-baa there, and a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, and a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a turkey, E-I-E-I-O. With a gobble gobble here and a gobble gobble there, and a moo moo here and a moo moo there, and a baa-baa here and a baa-baa there, and a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, and a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O.
Good job. Yay. Did you enjoy that one? It's different, isn't it? Very lively. Love the music on that one.
We just had the most amazing family vacation.
Let's go. Miss Debbie's finger's not working. Okay, normally every year we go to Hinton's Orchard and we go on the hayride and they take us through the apple orchard and then we get to go pick a pumpkin. Well, this year we can't do that, so we're going to be doing a virtual tour this year. And this is at Hinton's Orchard over in Hodgensville. So I want you to join in with me and we're going to go on a tour of the apple orchard. We're going to visit an apple orchard.
Hello there, I'm Peyton. Today we're going to show you around a Kentucky orchard. And while the bluegrass state is not known for growing apples like Washington or Michigan or peaches like Georgia, more farmers are planting trees to provide us local fresh fruit. Here in Hodgensville, Kentucky, Hinton's Orchard and Farm Market has over 1,200 apple and peach trees. Now we're going to introduce you to Mr. Jeremy Hinton, owner of Hinton's Orchard. Hi, Jeremy.
How are you today, Peyton?
Good, you?
Good.
So, what do you do around your orchard?
Well, Hinton's Orchard and Farm Market is a family-owned business owned by my wife and I. We have 2 children. Jacob is 7, Jocelyn is 3. They help out a whole lot around the farm. My parents are involved as well as Joanna's family. So it's very much a family-run operation. Our main crops here on Hinton's Orchard are apples and peaches. We do have a few pear trees that we've just planted, so it'll be a few years before we can pick any pears. We also grow strawberries and pumpkins and a wide range of vegetables all the way from asparagus to zucchini. Most everything that we grow, we sell here in our farm market, and that and a few farmers markets around local communities. But most everything that we sell is right here direct to the consumer. We also have a lot of fun on the farm, Peyton. We have our customers come out. We have several festivals through the years that at different times of the year around our major crops like our strawberry and our peaches and our apples and our pumpkins. We do hay rides out to the pumpkin patch and through the apple orchard. We have a play area for the kids. We have a 3-acre corn maze for the kids. And we also do a lot of school tours. Several thousand kids come out for field trips each year, and we like to teach them a little bit about where their food comes from and how we grow the things that we grow. And one of the things we always do with those school tours is we take them out into the apple orchard, show them our 1,200 fruit trees, and talk a little bit about how we grow those trees. Hey, would you like to go out and take a look at some of our trees?
I would love to go see some of your trees.
All right, well, let's go.
All right. Mr. Hinton, I have a feeling that getting an apple is not as easy as putting a seed in the ground and you'll have a fruit in a few months. How do you grow apples?
That's a great question, Peyton. Like most plants, we can start an apple tree from a seed, but we're going to actually start with a tree that's already started. And so we depend on a nursery. That's a farm that specializes in growing little trees for us. We're going to buy our trees from the nursery, and they're going to be probably about as tall as you or I when we get them here. And we're going to plant those trees. And then it's going to take about 3 years before we can actually pick any fruit off those trees. But then every year in the fall, we get to go back to those same trees and pick more and more apples off. And as they get bigger and they get older, we'll be able to pick more and more apples off those trees.
So how do you know when an apple's ready to pick?
Another good question, Peyton. We've got about 20 different kinds of apples here on this farm, and they're ready to pick at different times. So the first thing that we do is watch the calendar, and we know about when those apples will be ready to pick. Then we can look at the way that they're colored. When a red apple turns dark red all over, then we know that that apple's ready to pick. We've got these Granny Smith apples here, and when they start to get a little red on there, we know that they're starting to get just about ready to pick. These are not quite ready though. And then we've got this nice yellow apple here that I picked off of another tree a little earlier, and I think it's ready to pick. But the final test is the taste test. And so if we think an apple's ready to pick, we're going to pick it off the tree and take a bite. Now that we know the apples are ready to pick, we'll go to the field and we'll start picking them. Then we take them inside, we'll put them in our cooler, and then we'll get them out and run them across our grading machine. So why don't we go up to the barn and we'll talk a little bit more about what happens with the apples after they come off the tree.
That would be great.
All right, let's go. Let's take a look at our machine that we use to wash the apples and sort them out by size. After we pick them off the trees, we're going to bring them inside in some boxes, and we're going to put them into our refrigerator. We keep the apples at about 40 degrees in there. Helps keep them fresh and crisp longer until we're ready to put them in a bag to sell. Then we're going to bring them out of the cooler. We're going to put them on this machine. First part of the machine is going to wash the apples in through here. It's kind of like running the apples through a car wash. Spray some water on them, just plain water, no chemicals or anything, just plain water. Some brushes in there that are going to scrub them up and get them nice and clean. And then you're going to go out the other side. There's some sponges there that help soak up the water and dry them off a little bit. Then the last part of the machine sorts the apples out by size. So we've got some medium-sized ones, we've got some larger ones, and then we've got the really big ones that are going to make it all the way down to the end. So we're going to push the apples through, and the water's going to spray on there. And then these brushes underneath are going to scrub the apples as they roll around. Make sure we get all the dirt off. After the apples get scrubbed and clean, they're going to come over on this side. These rollers are sponges, and so they're going to soak up some of the water as the apples roll along. Then this part of the machine is going to actually sort the apples out by size, so that we get the smaller ones out here, then the larger ones roll on down that way. So we can separate them out by size. Some of the apples that we grow go to schools, and so we want the smaller apples, especially for elementary school age. And then the larger apples, mostly we're going to sell in our store. After we get all the apples sorted out by size, then what Emily's doing, she's looking at every apple to make sure that it's just perfect. If it has any bruises or marks or anything like that on it, we're going to put that in a separate place and sell it for a little lower price. We only want the perfect apples to go in the bag to go out into our store. So Peyton, after we get the apples washed and sorted out by size, we put them in these bags. Then we put those bags in our market so that our customers can come in and buy apples to take back to their homes.
Mr. Hinton, I was just wondering about your peg and bushel thing here. What do those mean?
Well, a bushel is a volume, and that's the way that lots of fruits and vegetables are sold, is by their volume. And different crops will weigh different amounts. For apples, a bushel weighs about 48 pounds. So this is a half bushel, the largest size that we sell. It's going to weigh about 24 pounds. This is a peck, which is a fourth of a bushel, or half this. So that's going to weigh about 12 pounds. And then the half peck is going to weigh about 6 pounds.
Thank you, Mr. Hinton, for showing us around your orchard today. It's been a real apple of my eye-opening experience. No, but really, thank you for teaching us about America's most popular fruit.
Thanks for coming, Peyton.
Anytime.
Okay, and as I said, we've been to a Hinton's orchard, and we've took the hayride, we went to the orchard, we've got apples to eat, and this year we had to do it a little differently, but we still got to go to Hinton's this year. So I've got an experiment we're going to do. I'm going to go turn the light on for you just a minute so we'll be able to see better. Let me get the camera moved and get my stuff over here. Make room for it. Got my equipment already out on my tray. And we're going to do apple volcanoes today, okay? See how this works. Hope we can get down here where you can see what I've got. Okay, I have vinegar. I have baking soda. And I have food coloring. And I also have 2 apples. And I'm going to show you, I've already taken my knife and cut the core out of them. both of them. They're already cored. So we have a green apple, which is a Granny Smith apple, and then a red apple, which is a Red Delicious. So we're going to make volcanoes with our apples today. Hope you can see the apples well. Let's see. Okay. I'll have to turn it to where you can see it. May have to hold that up after we get started. Hold our apple up one. Okay. Each apple we're going to do one at a time, okay? So the first apple is let's do the red apple first. Do you like red apples? What color apples do you like to eat? Miss Debbie does like red apples, but sour apples are my favorite. So sometimes it's the green ones, or they have some kind of red ones that are sour too, and those are my favorite. So I'm going to put some baking soda, sorry. I'm going to put one. Let's make sure we get it equal because we're going to have a contest and see which one of them fizzes the most. I'll put some in there, and then I'm going to put some food coloring on my baking soda. So I'm going to put some red. Okay, and we put 5 drops of red, and then we're going to put another spoonful of the baking soda. And depending on how big you cut your apple out, I'm putting a tablespoon in there. Actually, I use 2 tablespoons. If you don't cut your core out as much, then you might not need as much baking soda, but you just put the baking soda in there. I'm going to put another color of food coloring on top. We're going to see if sometimes when it makes the volcano, it will also make it 2 different colors. So we're going to see if ours will work that way today. I'm going to get me some vinegar. Love vinegar. It smells so good. Some people don't like it, do they? I'm going to try to get my camera where you'll be able to see it. Let's see if you can see. Let me see. We got it on the camera. There. That's where we need it. Right there. Get a close-up of it, and I'm going to pour my vinegar in it. Okay? There it goes. Did you see it? Let's pour some more vinegar. We haven't got down to our red yet. We've got lots of green. Let's pour it from this side, see if you can see it better. Still fizzing. This is a long volcano, isn't it? I made a really deep hole in my volcano, so we may not be able to judge which one makes the most fizz. Still fizzing though. There comes some of the red. I believe it would just keep fizzing more. Okay. Ooh, it's making all kinds of bubbly noises in here. I believe that one would keep fizzing. We may try more at the end. I'm going to put down some paper towel here to catch up some of this excess moisture in here. And we're going to try our green apple. Let's put it down here. I'm going to put my baking soda in the green apple. One. Let's put us some blue food coloring this time. I think I'm just going to do one color. I never really saw the red come out. Probably had my hoe a little deep. So we're going to do just the blue in this one. Let's get our red apple out of the way. And I got to get me some more vinegar. And I'm actually using like 2/3 cup of vinegar. It is a lot of vinegar in it. Okay, we're going to get ready for our final volcano. And this is our Granny Smith volcano. Ready? Ready, set, and we're going to get ready to do it. Okay, get ready. Watch it. More and more. See all the fizz? And our green apple is still fizzing. Did you think that one fizzed more than the other one? I don't really know that it did. I do know that I put a lot of baking soda in mine, and I think if you kept pouring vinegar in them, they would just keep fizzing because it's got a whole lot in there. How you can try this at home. I don't normally play with food, and I hate to waste food, but if you've got an apple that's kind of going bad, or you know, it's past that crisp eating point, then cut the top out, put you some baking soda in it, pour some vinegar in it, and make an apple volcano. Good job. I hope you enjoyed it today. I had fun with you. Enjoyed the virtual trip to the apple orchard. We had a story and some songs, and I'll see you back next Tuesday. Fall's coming, and we're getting ready for the first day of fall, so I just want to say bye, and I'll see you next week. Bye.